Hello and welcome to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video. Today, TGN Anime presents a character profile for Goku Black. Goku Black is a bit of a jack of all trades. He's got a very comfortable moveset with a few mobility options, some zoning, and 3 supers that can be performed anywhere on the screen. So let's start with his normals. Goku Black has some pretty standard normals, meaning it's very easy to pick him up and just play if you've practiced with any other character. In the air, he throws a ki blast downwards when you press the special button, which is not uncommon in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but it's good for one last hit before ending your combo. While on the ground, the special button throws this slicer beam instead of your usual ki blasts. Now this takes a while for this ability to come off, but to make up for that, it covers a lot more of the screen than your traditional ki blast, and you can vanish off of it, you can include it in some grounded combos, but despite it looking this different, it still has the same priority as the normal ki blast, so don't rely on this ability too much. Moving on to his specials, we start with something simple and familiar. Quarter circle forward and the special button throws the black Kamehameha. It's a full screen ki wave that travels horizontally, it cannot be directed, and it can only be performed on the ground. And if he is in the assist position, this is also his attack of choice. So it is a bit more limited than the other Kamehameha in the game. It's more akin to Gohan's or Trunks' Masenko. The same cannot be said for the binding black Kamehameha with quarter circle backwards and the special button. It looks the same, but it's gonna take a bit longer to charge this ability, and Zamasu will come into the screen and grab the opponent so Goku Black can blast him with a Kamehameha. This is a command grab. You cannot block Zamasu. If you want to avoid him, make sure you jump or just stay on the move. And also be careful, because even if Zamasu doesn't grab you, the Kamehameha from Goku Black will still come off. Goku Black also has a couple of attack specials, the first one being God Slicer with quarter circle forward and an attack button. This can be done either in the air or on the ground. It starts with Goku Black flying forwards while throwing ki blasts and ends with him stabbing the opponent. The different versions, depending on the attack button you press, have different speeds and properties, with the light attack version being faster, but the medium attack version puts the opponent into a hard knockdown state, allowing you to follow up with supers. But it does take a lot longer for this ability to activate, which makes it tougher to include it in combos, as you usually need to look for a wall bounce. And as usual, at the cost of 1 bar of meter, the heavy attack version is the best of both worlds. It's fast and it puts the enemy into a hard knockdown state. Next, we've got the Fierce God Kick with quarter circle backwards and an attack button. This one only works in the air, which makes sense since this is a dive kick. Just like our previous ability, the light attack version is fast and easy to link into a combo, but doesn't allow you to follow up with anything. The medium attack version takes longer to activate, but puts the opponent into a hard knockdown state, and the heavy attack version is, once again, the best of both worlds at the cost of 1 bar of meter. This is one heck of a dive kick. Not only is it fast and has a chance to put the opponent into a hard knockdown state depending on the button you press, but if you're near a wall, it will actually also cause a wall bounce that is very easy for you to follow up without even spending any meter. And our final special attack for the day is the instant transmission with quarter circle backwards and an attack button. You can only do this ability while on the ground. Depending on the attack button you press, Goku Black will show up at a different position. The light attack button will put him directly in front of your opponent. The medium attack button will also put him in front of your opponent, but a bit further away, which is mainly used for mix-up and enemies that are moving forward. And the heavy attack button, at the cost of 1 bar of meter, puts Goku Black on the enemy's back. Goku Black always shows up slightly above the enemy, so you can try to hit him with a Fierce God Kick or a jumping heavy attack, attempting to start a combo from that position. And this ability will actually track the enemy vertically, so if they are jumping, you'll show up a lot higher on the screen, as the game will always attempt to put you in a position above the enemy. Perfect for starting a combo with that overhead strike. As far as supers go, Goku Black has 3 of them, 2 level 1 supers and a level 3, and all of them can be performed both on the ground and in the air, giving him the ability to finish big from any position. Our first level 1 super is the God Slicer Dance with quarter circle forward and the right bumper. Goku Black shoots these energy spikes horizontally, and if they connect, he will blow them up. It is possible to miss some of these spikes, so the more spikes you land, the bigger the damage of the super will be. Our next level 1 is the Holy Light Grenade with quarter circle forward and the right trigger. Goku will jump into the air together with Zamasu, and they'll throw this energy blast downwards. If Goku Black is already in the air, he won't jump, he'll just do the super from that position, and there is no tracking in this ability. It always travels down this same angle. And finally, his level 3 is the Work of a God with quarter circle backwards and the right bumper or trigger. Goku Black summons his Scythe and throws this huge slicer beam horizontally, which travels insanely fast, and if it connects with the opponent, this whole animation plays out. It is possible to miss this ability, but goddamn, look at the size of that thing. As far as auto combos go, this is what happens when you mash the light attack button. And this is what happens when you mash the medium attack button. And now that we know his abilities, here are some tips on how to play him. Goku Black has a standard moveset, meaning you'll have an easy time bringing conventional combos into his game. But since he's able to do all of his supers in the air as well as on the ground, that means you can get a bit creative. And combos with the God Slicer or the Fierce God Kick can cancel them into supers for big damage from anywhere on the screen. He's definitely a beginner-friendly character, but that doesn't mean he won't be competitive. Highly defensive players will have trouble with him, since he can control the air with the God Slicer and the ground with both his Black Kamehameha and the Binding Black Kamehameha. Zoners will have some trouble against his instant transmission, since it allows him to get in close and bypass all your zoning key blasts. Following up an instant transmission with a combo will take some practice, so hit that practice mode and start training. Generally, a heavy attack after the instant transmission is a great way to start things off. And thanks to that ability as well as the Fierce God Kick, he's got a lot of mobility. And let's not forget that he just does supers whenever he wants. He's got the luxury of choosing which super he wants to unleash at any time. Air, ground, does not matter. He's got all three supers at his disposal, and that makes him dangerous. Thank you for watching another character profile in Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you're looking for more breakdowns, check out the playlist up there for all the breakdowns we've done so far. If you're in the mood for something else, there's also the video at the bottom, but as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!